Alright everybody, welcome back to another Red Dead Redemption 2 video. My name is Trskss, and today what I have for you guys is actually a money method on Red Dead Redemption 2 that you guys can use to get, a lot of money on your account. Because we all know that it's hard to get money on Red Dead Redemption Online, and we all know that you guys don't want to spend hours upon hours just grinding out missions and doing all this other stuff when you could just do some easy money methods with your friends, and then you guys could, show off your horses and customize them and, do all that type of fun stuff. But before I get into this, if you guys do enjoy the videos on the channel, then make sure that you drop a like, and also don't forget to subscribe here if you're brand new, because I'd hate it if you missed out on any of my brand new videos. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and get things started. So a quick little disclaimer I do have for you is this method is actually completely legitimate. Rockstar's not going to get mad at you. You're not going to get your account banned. You're not going to be kicked off of PlayStation Network. No. None of that. This is a complete legitimate method, and a lot of people, once they figure this out, they actually do really enjoy the benefits that they reap from this. Alright, so the very first thing that you guys are going to want to do is you're going to want to meet me all the way over here on the map. As you guys can see, we're at Bard's Crossing, Dakota River, and it's this little weird type of shape here. I'm not really sure how to describe that. But you guys do want to meet me all the way over here, and if you guys are in the right location, you will actually notice some rocks and various wildlife and things all just roaming around, for you guys to use and view and enjoy. So now that you're over here at this little location with me, the very first step of this is you want to find a very large wild animal. A deer, maybe a buck, a doe, some sort of thing like that. You don't want a bird, you don't want a squirrel, you don't want anything really tiny. You guys want to find a good animal that's pretty wide and also has, 4 feet and that sort of thing. Because if you guys get a little bird, then this trick won't work for you. I mean, I tried it, and I really didn't enjoy the benefits like I did when I tried this the other time. So it might take a little while, and you guys will just have to peruse around and look around for some wildlife, but eventually you will find one, just like I did right here. Now, this is okay for you guys to use. I mean, it's not ideal, but it is pretty decent sized. So once you guys do kill your animal, you're going to want to get off of your horse, and you're going to want to come over and pick it up. And it should be around this size. I mean, this is pretty decent. If it was like a doe or a buck, it would have about the same width of the body. So that's kind of what you guys are looking for. Now, it's very important that you don't skin it until the very, very end of the trick. So we got this little American pronghorn doe right over here, and we're just going to go ahead and store him up on my little horse right over here. Alright, and now that we got him all stored up, we're going to get on, and the next thing that you guys are going to want to do is you're going to want to meet me at this location all the way over here. Now, this is kind of like a little peninsula inlet type thing, and you'll know that you're in the right spot because it just has this tiny little sliver of water that connects these two lakes right here. So I'll go ahead and put my waypoint on there, that way you guys know where it is, and we will make our way over there to the next part of the trick. Now, it doesn't matter if your horse goes in the water or anything like that. It doesn't matter, any type of stuff. The only thing that matters is that you guys have this type of animal right here. Alright guys, and now that we're at this little location, you'll know that you're in the right spot because you will actually see this rock thing right over here. And then you'll pick up your little pronghorn doe or whatever you guys may have. Maybe you guys killed a horse or something to put it here. And I haven't really tested out, to see the big animals and how they work, but I did, try it with a pronghorn doe and a buck as well, and I saw that they worked. So you're going to want to meet me right over here, and as you guys can see, there are a bunch of rocks under here, and this water itself is very, very shallow. Now, this trick actually has to do with the fishing mechanism in the game, and basically what you guys are going to want to do is you're going to want to take your pronghorn doe, and you're going to want to stand right about here, and then you'll just drop him down, And maybe we could reposition him a little bit, which I'm going to go ahead and do right now. But you want to get him to be somewhat in the water, but also somewhat on the land. And you guys will see why in just a second. Alright, so we put him right over there, and as you guys can see, he has a pretty decent amount of water hitting him, but he's also pretty far out in the land. And you guys will know you did this trick right, because if you guys notice all of the little bubble things right over here, that is actually the fish that we're going to be using in this method. So as you guys can see, the fish are just slowly swimming up over to our little friend right over here. And as you can see, we already have 3 of them. And what's going to happen is the fish are going to eat him, and they're going to eat him some more. And then eventually they will just die out because obviously they're not as far in the water as they could be. So you guys can jump down there, and as you guys can see, the fish both just die. So, we can just pick them up right after they finish dying, as you guys can see right over here. And we can also pick up our doe and move him a little bit further inland, maybe away from the water and that sort of thing, to fully let the fish die. And you guys will know when the fish die because they just kind of like flop around, I guess is the best term. As you guys see, we have this little one right here, this little bluegill, and he just died. So we're going to pick him up and we'll put him in our satchel. So now we have him in our satchel, and as you guys can see, his little friend just died as well. So we're just going to pick up him as well. We have the little red fin. We're just put him in our satchel. And the cool thing about this trick is you guys can actually stay here for a little while, and then, let a bunch of fish pile up, and you just have all these dead fish that you have to go pick up, and then you guys will see what happens from there. But if you guys do want to do this AFK, then I would recommend that you guys, put some rubber bands around your controller so that way your character doesn't time out. And another thing that I did forget to mention that I want you guys to be aware of is if you jump in the water when the fish are there and they're not fully dead or out of the water, you will scare them off. So you want to be very, very careful and, not to alert them. So anyway, once you're all done with the little method right over here, you'll pick up your pronghorn doe again because it is some free money, and I'll show you guys how you do that in a minute. But you want to pick him up, and we'll just drop him over here on our little Kentucky Saddler horse right here, and then we'll just get on. Now the next thing that you guys are going to want to do is you're going to want to meet me all the way in the town of Strawberry. And that's actually the closest town to this. I mean, unless you guys want to go all the way to Blackwater or maybe Valentine, or I mean, if you're feeling really crazy, you go all the way down to St. Denis, but I wouldn't really recommend this. So I would recommend that you guys just follow me right over to Strawberry, and we're going to actually go and meet the butcher. Now, a couple little tips and tricks to make this go even faster and, work out a little bit better for you is spawn yourself in New Hanover. Because if you guys don't spawn yourself in New Hanover, you're going to have to walk a significant amount of miles and a significant amount of time on your horse in order to get to this location. And as far as I know, this is the only location that is suitable for this in the game. Because a lot of the other rivers, they don't have those tiny little valleys where not very much water hits it, and if you guys just put something there to block it, then it creates like a bridge type thing and makes those fish not be able to get through. So we'll just head over to Strawberry here, and as long as you guys do this little trick exactly how I did it, it doesn't really matter how many fish you guys get. Maybe if you're bored with your friends and you want to just show them for 5 minutes, then so be it. But if you guys are going to be gone for maybe 2-3 hours, maybe you're going to go out to lunch with your family or something, then go ahead, put your character up there, get your little pronghorn doe all set up, and then just put some rubber bands around your controller and let your character just enjoy his time up on that rock until he comes back and you see all these little dead fish. So anyways, we are going to keep moving over to Strawberry, and once we get there, we're actually going to use the butcher to finalize this method and give us that hard-earned cash that we deserve. And, it's not very much cash when you guys first get only a few fish, because obviously the fish aren't going to be like $100 a piece. They're just a couple bucks, but it does, if you guys spend enough time doing it, and if you guys just let the method work itself out, then it does, add up to what a mission would be, or even more, if you guys don't want to play them, or maybe you guys don't have your posse online, and that sort of thing. Alright, so now that we're over here in Strawberry, we will go up and meet with the butcher, and I'll show you guys how to do it. Now before I go into the butcher's place and talk with him, something important that I did forget to mention is if you guys are at that little lake and maybe there's some griefers or something that are trying to kill you, or maybe you just upset the wrong people in the lobby, well, you guys will actually just be able to put those fish in your satchel, and once they're in your satchel, no one can take them from you. You know, if you guys have been working very, very hard and there's just a pile of dead fish and you put them all in your satchel, then everything will be okay. But if you guys leave them out, other players could come and take them. So as you guys noticed, we are here at the butcher, and you know, what's up, man? How you doing? You making some good food? You making some good meat? All right. So we'll just hold down L2 to talk to him right here, and you guys are going to want to hold down right on your D-pad to bring up the sell option. And as you guys can see, we do have the bluegill, and we also have the red fin pickerel right here. So the bluegill is 75 cents and the red fin is $1. And what you're going to want to do is you'll just go ahead and tap sell, and the butcher will take it, give you some hard-earned money for it, and then, you know, that's just some easy, simple money that you guys will be able to use. Now, the very last thing that a lot of people actually forget to do, but it does give you guys a little bit of an upper hand on this, is if you take your pronghorn doe with you and you bring them all the way over here to the butcher, then you guys can actually do the same thing. You know, you'll just hold down sell, and you will notice that this little icon over here pops up, and it is a poor pronghorn carcass. Now, unfortunately, you know, it's not exactly the most pristine carcass that you guys could get, but if you guys just go ahead and sell him, then you also get $2.60, which is, you know, another upper hand that you guys might not have had originally. So from this whole little method and this whole little recording, I made about $4 in the video. You know, we had $2.50, then we had 75 cents, then we had $1. So I made about $4. And, you know, maybe the missions do pay out a little bit more. Maybe you guys could, you know, murder some people and loot them. But in all honesty, this is a pretty low effort type thing where you guys could get a lot of easy money if you choose to do so. So anyways, with all that being said, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. That's really all I have for you. And like I said, this is totally legitimate, and Rockstar is not going to get mad at you. You know, you're not going to get your account banned or anything like that. So feel free to take advantage of this, because I'm not sure if they're ever going to like put up a patch for it, or if they're ever going to redesign the landscape or anything like that. But hopefully you guys did enjoy. Make sure that you do drop a like if you did. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. And while you're at it, share it with your friends if they played Red Dead Redemption. You know, maybe your friend has been trying to save up for that new horse. Well, just showcase this little money method to him and everything will just be all good. But, yeah, with all that being said, I'll catch you guys later with another video. And peace out.